What's up, guys? It's your boy Misao, and yeah, welcome back to Misao's Dream Journal. Yeah, so today, or last night, I guess, I had a dream, and I think it was a nice dream. It's a bit short, but it's a dream. And it has to do more with Yokai Watch, specifically the character of Kama-san, whom in the original anime, manga, and video games, he's this country bumpkin yokai who left the country to go to the city, has a hankering for ice cream, and his brother is Kamajiro, whom he loves dearly. And in the second movie, I'm pretty sure it's the second one. Yeah, it's the Nine Tales of Lord Emma or something like that. So we learn more about his family, and for the first time we actually get to meet his mother, Kamika-chan, I think. Yeah, Kamika-chan. And we also learn about the third sibling, that being Kamami. And in the anime, we later learn about Kamami as well. But we're not really here to talk about his family. We're more here to talk about a derivative yokai of him, a fan-made yokai created entirely by my head. And it's more like a twisted version of Kama-san, similar to the one of the Koroi Watch timeline, which I actually have a theory about. I might explain it in a future video, but I don't really know if next time I'll make a commentary. It will happen probably though. And so this Kama-san is kind of like a fusion version of a yokai or something. I don't really know, but it's like a darker Kama-san. And the color scheme, I think, says a lot about it. There's a lot of white on him, similar to the actual Kama-san, but there's also a lot of black accents to symbolize that there's like a darker energy to him. If I had to guess, like an upgraded version of the Kuroi Kama-san, and I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. And we see him in the dream, kind of. I think it's supposed to be more towards the beginning of whatever storyline was being created there. I don't really know. He all of a sudden steps in out of nowhere when the main character's in trouble, and like defeats the big bad, and then we're like supposed to befriend him or something. It's interesting. If I were to make like a fan-made remastered storyline of Yokai Watch that also features all of the yokai seen in my dreams and stuff, I might rewrite this part of it. But I don't really know. But there's also another cool thing that, unfortunately, I don't think will be put into the my remastered storyline, simply due to how complicated of like an idea of it is and how kind of stupid it is, but I still think it's cool. It has to do with like a concept for Yokai Watch that I created all the way back in elementary school. It was more like just a thought back then that never really has been developed, but I would actually like to mention it here. So, have you ever heard of like those Skylanders? It's like a very old thing back in the day. I don't really think it's too much around anymore. But there were these specific Skylander toys that you could actually like take the top part off of the bottom part, and they're connected by magnets, and you can connect them with other Skylanders that are of like the same mix and match series. Well, picture the same thing but for Yokai Watch. And now, yeah, I'm guessing you're already seeing how majorly stupid yet awesome of an idea it is. Like, imagine if, like, we were to put No Way's, like, top half on Wakappa's bottom half. That would be really weird and cursed, man. But yeah, like, the idea was that, like, you know, like, it's like, like the metals, there are like these certain metals that you could take like half of it off and connect it to the half of another metal via probably magnets as well, similar to the Skylanders. And I think that might actually be where like the idea got inspired from, because I like had a few Skylanders back in the day. I still do. Very old. Maybe not the best condition, but yeah. And I do have like three, I'm pretty sure, Skylanders that have that mechanic. Yeah, and now translating it to Yokai Watch, there's like you put like a slash like through the metal, and that's kind of how you get it. Like I never actually did this in real life. I never went that far. I never like destroyed any of my metals actually. Yeah. But like you put this like a slash through it, kind of like the division symbol. You slash through it, and then you'll put like the magnets in, of course. So yeah, and then that's kind of how it works. And then when you summon with the metal, which I don't even know how you'd be, I guess that could probably work. But then again, like there's kind of the risk of like that top half of the metal kind of getting stuck in the watch due to that that like thing that's kind of like you have to like get the metal through it. So that could be a problem. So you need either really hard magnets, or you kind of like have to redesign that whole mechanic of getting the metal into the watch, which would be a very big hassle. I doubt anyone would like it. And then there's like the summoned yokai that you get. Like you just have half of a random yokai on the half of another random yokai. I know it doesn't sound terrible when I explain it, but like think about if this was again no way in Wa Kappa. Either way you do it, it's still kind of cursed. And with the more yokai that are in the series, it gets even more cursed. But then again, I guess we could fix this by just adding a whole new line of yokai. And then I guess a whole like an other yokai watch is just a whole new line of yokai watches that have to do with the same thing, similar to like the YSP watches and those metals. So I guess it's not a terrible idea. Like when you start to think about that, I'm sure they did the same thing with Skylanders. Yeah. Yeah, I guess in reality, when you think about it like that, it's really not a bad idea. I don't think I thought to that far like back in elementary school, but if my elementary school self could see me right now with these ideas, I'm sure he'd be over the moon. So yeah, I guess those are my dreams. Last part wasn't necessarily a dream. I just remember like in my pile of yokai metals made out of paper, there are like this one like one half of a yokai metal. It's not exactly how I explained it in real life. It was like this oval that's kind of protruding inwards, kind of like a crescent, yeah, like a crescent moon. I don't know why I explained it like that, but yeah, it's basically like a crescent, and then there's like this just spike protruding out of it, which is part of the metal. And if I had to guess, it's got to combine with like metals that like kind of like form that other half. I guess that's kind of cool as well, but I feel like the middle school version is better. But this might be like this, but I couldn't turn that, I guess, into like a separate like tribe, like as a whole, like it will still follow via the original tribe system of like brave, like mysterious, tough, all of that. But then I guess for like tribes like Enma, Wicked, Wandroid, stuff like that, we could use like the dream system. So I guess that's cool. But yeah, I guess this is kind of like my dream. Before I go, I just kind of want to pat myself on the back a little bit. I doubt like how I spoke today was entirely perfect, but I do think that I explained things a lot more clearly, I guess. Looking back, to like the footage. I'll probably find a lot of errors, but I do think at least I explained things a lot more clearly this time, especially looking back on like my older content to now. If I had to guess, it had to do with a good night's sleep. I've kind of been trying to get back to like a better sleep schedule, and I think that's definitely like right now I've definitely gone back to a better schedule. Keep in mind I've only slept 5 hours last night, so I don't really I can't really be talking, but I think that, you know, with how it, like, I guess you kind of just have to see it to believe it. But yeah, I definitely think my sleep schedule's gotten a lot better, and I definitely kind of took my word from like that one controversial video I made recently, which don't worry, this will be the last time I talk about it. I'm sure everyone's probably tired of it by now. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm patting myself on the back a bit, but I don't do this often, so at least give it to me, okay? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, then please make sure to like, subscribe, and until next time, peace out, y'all. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm recording this before my before Misa's comfy corner. I'll talk a bit more about the sleep schedule thing there. Just in case you're wondering. But by this time, the video's already uploaded, so whatever. Bye bye.